Touchdown!
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, look at these moves! They better be careful or they're going to break something.
I've seen it happen.
The Jets. The New York Jets.
Talking about.
It's 1-3, sitting in probably one of the worst seasons in New York Jets history. Oh, good fucking God. These New York Jets.
They better be careful or they're going to break something.
I don't know what they can do to make this team any better. Basically, this team has been struggling, honestly, for a real long time. And some people actually thought this was going to be a year that Rex Ryan actually turned it around and actually got this team moving in a new direction. Some people really looked out as when they signed Michael Vick. He might move into the starting quarterback position now that he had moved out of the Philadelphia Eagles home.
Look at these moves!
And maybe take this team on a little bit of a run with that MVP magic that he had. It turns out, Michael Vick didn't really show up to really try to take this job when he got to training camp and he went through camp. He just sort of went through the motions, kept on, clapping for Geno Smith and telling Geno it's his job. He's the franchise quarterback. Well, let's get this straight. The New York Jets fans have one thing going for them right now, is they know Geno Smith is not their franchise quarterback. Last year when they were chanting, we want Vic, after his 17 for 33, 209 yards, one touchdown, and one interception in that loss to Detroit. You can easily see that this is not going to get the job done. Basically, this year, Geno already had 7 turnovers of his own, throwing 5 interceptions and having 2 fumbles. And basically him spouting off to the New York fans last week was a very bad thing to do. The New York media has always been a place that, has been able to make and break quarterbacks, that sort of falter under pressure, that give in.
I've seen it happen.
The Jets have been in a need for a franchise quarterback for a long time. I think they sort of crumpled Mark Sanchez, who's now the backup in Philadelphia. I thought that Mark Sanchez was in a great spot in New York. I think that honestly, I think if he would have played in a little bit of a warm weather situation, maybe if he would have ended up in San Diego, because I honestly thought Phillip Rivers wouldn't be back there, and that's one of the greatest decisions they've ever made, looking at the season he's had, putting up MVP numbers over there, leading his team. Have the Chargers even lost yet? I think the Chargers are going to run the table as of right now. There's no way in the world they're going to lose this game, basically looking at the Jets' defense, which honestly is one of the best in the NFL against the run, but it's already given up 9 touchdowns and it's yet to force its own interception in the 4 games of this season. They're letting everyone in the league pass all over this team, and I think basically that is what Phillip Rivers is going to do. He's showing up without even having his strongest running game. Ryan Matthews is going to be injured with his knee. For 2 more weeks, he's going to be out. Woodhead is lost for the season with an ankle injury. And, they're still, being able to put it together. Phillip Rivers, one of the best quarterback ratings in the league with 114.5. He's just been killing the league. Over the last 3 games, he's passed for over 900 yards with 8 touchdowns. Just all out been unstoppable. The New York Jets is not the team that's going to step up and deliver. I could easily see the Jets getting blown out, and this is the team that desperately is in need of a win. Coming into this game 1-3, the only win is coming off beating the Oakland Raiders, another team that they should have got that win, and they could have. Against New England, things didn't go their ways, so they're still got the big goose egg in front of their instead of in front of their roster. But honestly, you got to think this is going to be the end of Rex Ryan in the Jets sideline. There's no way in the world you can think that he's going to be able to hitch his ride onto Geno Smith. This guy could have been a franchise quarterback, but I think that the media has crushed this guy. And he's not the guy that's going to be leading them to glory, like I think a lot of people did when they were able to draft this guy and move him into that starting job. I think he's cracked under the pressure. The best days of Geno Smith are probably behind him, and for the New York fans who actually thought that Geno Smith was your franchise quarterback and said, you know what, we should play Vic and we should sit Geno and let him wait. How long do you let your franchise quarterback sit and wait? Guys don't get better sitting on the bench. And I know that a lot of guys, will get drafted and they'll sit on the sideline and they'll watch for a year and they'll learn and then they come in and win and go the next season. But Geno Smith has been doing this for 2 years. I mean, you sit him and then you have him come back the next year. What's the point? I mean, it's time to get him under center and cement if he can do it. And honestly, you can see he's not able to do it. You need to let Geno go. You need to let Rex Ryan go. And you need to try and pick up the pieces and see how you can get this back together. Because the Jets fucking suck.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.